Is it possible that you are getting in your own way? What's going on, guys? DrSean here. I'm asking a trick question, and that trick question is it possible that you are getting in your own way? And it's a trick question because I know the answer is yes, absolutely. You are getting in your own way. You're doing it regularly. We all are. It's because none of us really knows our potential. And so we are telling ourselves who we are or who we're not. We're telling ourselves what we can do or what we can't do. We're telling ourselves what we don't have a lot of times. And so we are underselling ourselves to ourselves. And so part of the answer is to find out who we really are, find out what we can really do and what potential we have. Until we do that, and it's a process, of course, but as we are going through this process and when we're not trying to find the answers about who we are, what we have, and what we can do, we are getting in our own way. So one of the tips I want to recommend is to find something to say yes to. See if we can do that. Really reevaluate all of the options that come up on a frequent basis. I'm going to tell you that I'm always keeping my eyes open on my emails and who I'm talking to, and I still underestimate myself and get in my own way. And this is something I think about a lot. I think the trick is to get in our own way less. See if we can find that out. It's kind of a trick. So look for things to say yes to. All right, that's the number one thing. Now, I'm going to give you a few tips. Another tip is to get in the game. Sometimes we are procrastinating. I don't know if we're waiting for the right moment or waiting for the right circumstances. Sometimes we're waiting for perfection to happen. But while we're doing that, we are watching other people create things. We are watching other people produce things. We are watching other people winning. I tell you what, I love watching football. I can just flip through the channels and see people playing football, and I can just get stuck there, and I'll look to see who the teams are. Many times I don't even know who the teams are, but I can still watch football or even boxing sometimes because it's kind of captivating. And so all of my algorithms on my social media, they show me all of these football plays and all that stuff. But sooner or later, I have to realize that I am looking at somebody else's productivity. I'm looking at somebody else and their creativity. I'm watching somebody else figure out how to win. But we can't keep watching people produce and create and win without getting in the game ourselves. And so that's the second tip, is to get in the game. Now, another tip is this. I think a lot of times we want to make some moves, but we intimidate ourselves because we are considering our outcome. And when we start making moves, and if we don't see that outcome happening, that big picture, well, then we sort of give up. I suggest set some small, manageable goals, set a reasonable target so that we don't trick ourselves out and stop producing, stop creating, and stop winning. Small, manageable goals. I think that's very key. And then I think the final I'm going to recommend is just to make some progress daily. And if you don't make a progress on a particular day because of whatever, you get distracted, or you already have some habits that are already established. And so what we're talking about is establishing really another habit of making progress daily. Well, then, don't beat yourself up. Make daily progress, and even if it's a small amount of progress, you can go to bed each day feeling like, you know what, I did a little something and I brought myself closer to my task, and I got out of my way a little bit today. Okay, so I hope you'll hear these, and I hope this works for you. See if you can get out of your way a little bit every day to keep winning. Take care, guys.